Hello. Today is day 27th of August, but 26th of this experiment. Today, no, some high energy today also. Yeah, I think today I have like high energy, All of this I said yesterday, like more exciting than usual, like joyful probably more than usual, and that feels right. But I know what my center is, guys, like it's not to be 24/7 excited, 24/7 like joyful. I told you guys in the last videos. But I was gonna reflect today, as I have like quite high energy, on exactly that, because I've been creating now, and creating, like whether it is like dancing around, because I dance around, like people who tell me I don't know how to dance is like, I get that. I mean, I respect that they tell me this sentence, but I don't think they understand, or I understand what, like we understand each other when we say dance, for example, or paint, or sing. You don't need to be good at it. You don't need to be a dancer, do a choreography, create the perfect journal page or whatever, or sing perfectly. You just need to be in your body, be present, enjoy it, move yourself, like whether it is shaking, jumping, doing around, like just like immerse yourself in your body, in your flow. So it's really not about like doing it right, rather than experiencing yourself in the activity or in the creation. So obviously you can be better at whatever you put your mind to, like if you want to be like more of a professional dancer and do some choreographies, yes, you need to practice, or painter, or all these artistic disciplines. But at the same time, you can just dance, just paint, just write, like as a reflection of your inner self, your spirit, just for self-actualization. It's not about doing it right, but just doing it, like without any expectations. And that art of creation, not like with a plan or with a strategy or with a structure or with some expectation, just the art of creation, just the act of creating something, whether it is you put music and it's not you don't need to even like hypnotize yourself or something like that. It's just maybe prime yourself, being in the body. In the example of dancing, you can put music that you really connect to, like in terms of you feel it in your bones and you feel like you love the music. Your mind stops thinking about things because you enjoy it so much. Then start like with some movements that maybe are familiar to you, but familiar in a sense like they are like it's natural to you. Maybe I don't know what it is for you, but when you are in this flow, you don't need to do it great or nice. It's just you are the music, you are the dance. So that's difficult to explain because it's an experience. It's not like something you intellectualize. So try. I think if I could give some tips, try and like put the music you connect the most with, like, something that you forget about everything, you get transported, whatever it is for you, but not something that it reminds you of some past traumas, past thoughts, past breakups. No, something like you can vibe. So it's like this vibing, and it doesn't need to be perfect. No one is judging. Do it on your own terms, whenever you are free, alone, in your bedroom, wherever, I don't know. Do it just for you, without any judgment. It's like the free writing experience, because writers would say like, okay, I have a writer's block, and I understand that some days like creativity is like more blocked. It happened to me one of the other days, but when I experience this block, I'm able to experience it for some maybe seconds. Well, now seconds, but sometimes could be minutes or hours. But how can I overcome this? It's because I just need to tune in into my body without any oh my god, without any expectations of what I say in this camera or any expectations of what I write in this like free writing moment. It's just subconscious, imprinted. I don't know how to explain it. It's just that's you just reflect your subconscious without any filter, any block, and then from that moment, after you pour all your thoughts without any sense, without any, the sentences may not be, for me, even bilingual sense, even sometimes a word in French, whatever it is for you, how your subconscious works. Because for me sometimes, and in these videos I don't think about it that much, but I could just say a word in Spanish sometimes in my daily life while I'm talking in English, because maybe it's more like common or familiar for me. Oh my god, the sun is too much here. Oh my god, I don't know how to do this. Oh, maybe here a bit better? Yeah. So what I was saying is like, it's not about what is right, what is wrong, what is better, what is... Of course, if you have certain like goal or certain like creative project that you need to, submit to a certain, magazine, an illustration, or a certain editor for your chapters of the book, of course you are gonna think it through much more. This is not talking about that. This is just the power of creativity, the power of, self-expression and expressing yourself without any, I say so much, with any judgment prior to that, because after you do, imagine this free writing, or after you do this amazing self-expression by dancing in your bedroom, just without judgments, without any expectations, maybe after that you realize that you had, like, you are dancing in front of a mirror and you did like a amazing step, amazing, choreographic step that you want to include it in a new choreography. So you can come back to it later, or just, you track it in your mind, and you when you do more like a planned choreography, you can introduce this step, this dance step. And the same happens for free writing. For me, this is how I do. You put some music if you think you're gonna be more in flow and more in vibes. But for me, I just open, a notebook or wherever it is. You just write freely, This is free writing for a reason. It's free, it's completely free. You can express whatever it is. Different languages and sentences not making sense. I don't know, drawings in the middle of a thing. Maybe like you remove things, or you write in circles, whatever you want or you think is the most expression of your subconscious. There is a concept that some writers, some artists, some philosophers, like they call what I'm exactly saying. This is something like subconscious or consciousness. I don't know, I'll put it in the title probably, but it's like this just printing the subconscious kind of thing without any psychoanalysis to it. And then after that, you look at this free writing experience, these 2 pages that you are like, I don't know, drawings, weird sentences, and then you take maybe insights from these, and then you draft a better page, maybe, not better, but you draft a more like, planned page, but you got some insights, some ideas in this mind map that you created, kind of thing. Because this is the idea, you need to kind of play with yourself, you need to self-express and be playful to then gain some insights from your subconscious, because they are like there. But to access to them, you need to let yourself, express yourself. Because if you go on a drawing and then you say, okay, draw an animal, and you don't know how to start, not an animal, is quite restrictive, but just draw something, imagine, just start drawing something. If you cannot start, this says to me that you have some, too many requirements, too many like restrictions within, that you cannot just go and let it flow how it will be. For me, actually, I find it easier self-expression than sometimes visualization, in terms of like people would be like, oh, visualize the anger emotion in your body. In this moment, actually for me, that is more tricky, because it's like, what is anger emotion? And when I am visualizing, as it is like more of a mental exercise and less in the body, I feel like my thoughts get conflicted, and I start a bit overthinking about what the anger emotion may look like, or where in the body I locate it, or which color or which shape. But when I'm self-expression in the physical world, like whether it is dancing, writing, or singing, whatever it is, or here talking, I feel like I have less resistance to what the outcome is gonna be, because I'm much more in the body, I'm much more in flow, I'm much more in present. And yeah, I'm so happy today. I was so high emotions, but intense and great topic, to be honest. Great topic. A bit different to what we've been talking these last 2-3 days, but amazing. It's the act of creation and this subconscious, imprint, or I don't know how to say it, but it's like just taking your subconscious and put it in a page in free writing, and maybe it doesn't make any sense. But do it 2-3 times and it's gonna start giving you some insights that are amazing for your life. The one that you are consciously constructing or consciously writing, if it's that you're writing a book. So this is actually advice for any creators. Writer's block, dancer's block, YouTuber's block, whatever, creative's block. So yeah, let's see what we talk about tomorrow, but this one is a good one. See you guys, bye.